So that's the
Are you
logic behind that.
You'll get a good crowd this year? I mean, financially, people mightn't have the money.
Well, it's always a concern, but I think, we did just over 90% business last year. I think this year I'll line up stronger, so we're certainly working on the confident that it'll be a sellout. I don't think it needs. I think if our lineup wasn't strong enough, it wouldn't be a sellout. So we'll find out. I'm sure. I don't see it. I mean, people are asking, is it going to sell out in the next week or two? I don't see that. I think it'll be months down the line. I think the days of selling out a ticket or selling out a festival in 4 months in advance are gone for a while anyway.
It's always been said that the people of Strad Valley are always very welcoming of Electric Picnic and have never had any problems. Is that still the case going forward?
Yeah, very much. Well, they've been massively supportive of it. I mean, I think one of the signs of it, even we started Electric Picnic in 2004, there hadn't been a kind of an event of that scale in Laois at all before, never mind in Strad Valley. So all the kind of authorities and county council in that area have always been very supportive of it. They see the benefits in terms of the local economy and the general profile of the place. Not just, don't see the negative sides of it. So that long may that continue.
You can't give us any hints of who else might be
coming
up in the next...
44 names today. I think that's enough for you to digest, isn't it?
Okay.
Would you see Oxygen as competition? Would you be worried that people would rather go? They announced their lineup last week. That people would rather go to that festival than Electric Picnic.
Well, I think the division between the two lines is kind of really, really clear at this stage, and I'm sure there's a crossover, and there's a certain number of people that will have to choose between going to the two. But I wouldn't really see them as a direct competitor now. They're two very, very different events at this stage.
And how would you define Electric Picnic against an event like Oxygen? What's the kind of ethos you're going for with Electric Picnic?
I would say that Electric Picnic's with the quality of the whole event, in terms of how it actually gels. We're not as concerned with big chart names or daytime radio names. Not to say that we've loads of huge acts on the bill, but they're not acts that wouldn't happen to get daytime radio play. We're also, the quality of the entire event, be the extra arts elements, the aesthetic beauty of the site and the decor that we put into it, the strong quality of food, the range of drinks. So we try and have it an entirely experiential thing for the 3 days. And obviously the feedback we've got over the years, we're very pleased with we won Best Medium-Sized Festival in the European Festival Awards this year. So it seems to be getting the international reputation of the event will grow from year to year. Certainly in terms of booking the acts, it's a bit easier, whereas a few years ago I had to kind of say, sell what this event was about. Now if you're approaching someone in London or Los Angeles and saying, do you want to play the Electric Picnic? Oh yeah, we know that one. So it's got a little bit easier in that regard.
Are you expecting a bigger crowd, same crowd, smaller crowd this year?
I would say we probably end up with a slightly bigger crowd, I would have thought. We've certainly got bigger headliners this year. Obviously, going against that is a perception, certainly that things are a little bit more difficult economically. But we're talking, it's €240 for a ticket. It's only run once a year. Obviously, there's extra expenses on top of that, but hopefully, I thought the atmosphere last year was possibly the best it's ever been, because there's a kind of a feeling that, this is the only good 3 days of the year, or, people really letting their hair down. I think that'll always be there, no matter how difficult things are economically. We're talking about spending a few £100 over the course of the year, so hopefully people choose to do that, and if they're going to save money, do it elsewhere.
Arcade Fire, obviously, you're a big headliner, but you've also got Pulp. Is that a big coup for the festival?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I think I think probably every festival in the world, when they heard of Pulp were reforming this year and doing their first gigs in over a decade, was very keen to get them. So it was certainly something we pursued, and I think the reaction to that will be massive. They've got such a huge back catalogue of hits, and that'll be kind of a sing-along event, I think.
And they'll probably be a main stage headliner.
Yeah, they're headlining on Sunday night. So we'll reveal the day-by-day breakdown of the acts. Some of it we'll be able to reveal in about a month's time.